So we always talk about how the Clasico always has like a knock-on effect. And, you know, when I look at this, I wonder about the knock-on effect for these two teams. And, you know, for Real Madrid, I think it's pretty obvious. You've shown that versatility, that adaptability. You've dealt a blow to Barcelona, who I think Ancelotti still considers their main rival for the title, all the more so after Atleti didn't beat Real Sociedad on Sunday night. So that's positive, and you take that forward. I think Vinicius showed that he can be a big name player. I think Real Madrid showed that they're not Benzema dependent the way some people suggested in the past. But for Barcelona, I think this is crucial because, all right, you've been insanely critical of Koeman. I've been very critical when I think he's deserved it. Now, I think is a man management thing because, you know, obviously Barcelona fans, all very angry, lost the Clasico, blah, blah, blah. But I also hope that there's grown-up Barcelona fans who look at this and say, all right, we don't want this to screw up the whole season. We don't want this, we don't want to carry the fallout of this with us into a position where it becomes difficult for us to even finish top four, or for us, or it screws up our attempt to get back out of the group. Obviously, they lost the first two games. They beat Kiev at home, not a good performance. That Kiev game, I think, becomes absolutely huge because once they get past that, okay, you got Benfica, and maybe you feel you can beat Benfica, but I don't think Bayern are going to give you any discounts when they have to when they play them again in matchday 5.
No, definitely not. And you go to Rayo Vallecano on Wednesday night, which is going to be hell because not that they're the best team in the world, but because of the way they play and going to a hostile atmosphere at their stadium, especially on the back of this defeat, the crisis with Koeman, his car being almost like attacked by some of the ultras, some of the fans, etc. This is going to be such a toxic moment overall for Barcelona. Frankie de Jong is injured, Pedri is injured, Araujo is injured. I don't know if Pedri and Araujo will be back for that game on Wednesday, but I think it's very, very unlikely. So suddenly you find yourself in a hole and you have to dig yourself out of the hole. Then I think you've got Alaves at the weekend, and then we go into Kiev. You travel to Ukraine. You play that huge Champions League game where you know already that if you don't win it, you don't say goodbye to the last 16, but not too far from it. And I mean, imagine, Gab, if they're out in the group stage of the Champions League for the first time since 2000, they're currently 9th in the table. By the time they go to Kiev, they might be even below 9th. And you're like, this would blow your mind.
I appreciate your doom and gloom. I'm sure Ronald Koeman
I'm just saying that can happen, that's all.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.